Okay, so these are the puzzles that I'm playing with these days. Recently I've really got into the Bermuda Minxes, and I've been enjoying the Witeden Mixups series again. So recently I managed to solve the Bermuda Minx Saturn, and it took me a very long time. I found it very challenging, but I just think these Bermuda puzzles are really fun to solve. And then last night, so I think I solved this the day before yesterday, and then last night I managed to solve the Bermuda Minx Venus, and it was about as challenging as this one. This didn't really seem any easier or any more difficult. So out of the rest of the Bermuda Minxes, these two seem like they would probably be the easiest. So I ended up scrambling these two. So here we have Earth, and we have Uranus. So I've not tried to solve Uranus yet, but I've been working on Earth, and you can see I've done the first layer, this orange face, and I actually found just doing this first layer to be very challenging. I'm sure it's a lot more challenging than how it was on these two when I did the first layers on them. And yeah, the Witeden Mixup cubes, I find these a lot of fun. I don't find them too difficult really. Quite easy, but I don't know, just very enjoyable to solve. You still need to think about what you're doing a lot with these puzzles. So we have the Witeden Mixup 4x4x3, the Witeden Mixup 4x4, the Witeden Mixup 3x3x4, and this Witeden Mixup 3x3, which I did a Reuben King sticker mod on. I've only solved this a couple of times, and so far I've not ended up with any like parities that you don't get on the Mixup 3x3, and which you don't get on the regular Reuben King 3x3. So I think maybe doing a Reuben King sticker mod on a 3x3 mix-up, it doesn't really add anything new to anything, because I've only solved it a few times, and so far whenever I do the mix-up solve, it feels pretty much the same as doing it on a regular mix-up. The Reuben King sticker mod, it doesn't really add anything to it, doesn't add anything new to it. And then once I've solved the mix-up part of it, I'll then just solve this like a regular 3x3 Reuben King, and again nothing new seems to be added to that part of the solve either. So hopefully the next time I try and solve this, there will be some kind of weird parity that you don't get on the 3x3 mix-up, and which you don't get on the regular 3x3 Reuben King. And we have this Shepard's cube, which I just find really difficult. I've solved all of it except for the last layer. I'm just finding that very difficult. Tried all sorts of different things, but nothing has worked so far. Then we have this Witeden Mix-Up octahedron, which I just find unbelievably difficult. Now, like the regular mix-up 3x3 I find very easy, and the 3x3 shape mod, which is the same shape as this, I find that very easy as well. So it's just those two things combined together, and so I thought, well, it can't be that difficult, but it is. Even just getting it back to its octahedron shape, I'm just finding it unbelievably difficult, because it's like I'm just kind of blocked everywhere. It's difficult trying to figure out how to make these bits like this again, you know, so they're not kind of sticking out and just kind of looking weird. And it's difficult to kind of experiment and try different things to try and figure out how to fix these, because like I said, with a lot of moves I'm just kind of blocked, so it's very difficult to even just try things out. So yeah, unbelievably difficult puzzle, that one, at least for me anyway. And then we have another Witeden Mix-Up octahedron, and it's a different kind of shape. It's still an octahedron, but it's yeah, it looks different. It's kind of more, it's kind of a bit squished looking compared to this octahedron. And this isn't as bad as this one. I don't encounter anywhere near as much blocking on this one as what I do on this one. Now I haven't actually solved this. I did scramble it, and I managed to almost solve it. I just ended up with the like 2 corners on the last layer that was swapped, and I tried all sorts of different things and I couldn't get them, I couldn't fix them. And then 1 or 2 pieces popped off it. I didn't know which way they needed to go back onto the puzzle because the puzzle was scrambled, so I had to disassemble it and then reassemble it back into its solved state. But yeah, it was when I was solving this, I found it very, very fun. This, it's just kind of, it's kind of a bit frustrating because it's like I just can't. It's just so hard to get anywhere with it, just because of like the sheer amount of blocking. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So these days I've been really enjoying the mix-up cubes. Been trying to solve the Shepard's cube but can't. Bit disappointed that this sticker mod, it doesn't seem to have added anything new over the regular mix-up and the regular Reuben King 3x3. But I could be wrong. Maybe the next time I try and solve this, I might encounter something new that you don't get on the regular 3x3 and which you don't get on the regular Reuben King 3x3. And yeah, solved these 2 Bermuda Minxes recently, and I found them a real lot of fun, but I did find them very challenging as well. It took me a long time. And then there's this one which I've scrambled, which I'm going to try and solve after I try to solve this one. And on this one you can see already made a start on it. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.